State of Georgia versus Jeffrey Williams defendant. Comes now, the state of Georgia moves honorable court to immediately revoke the probation of defendant Jeffrey Williams. Defendant has demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law, the safety of witnesses, and the integrity of judicial proceedings. The state submits that defendant's continued presence in the community under probationary supervision presents a clear and present danger. So he posted the photo of a gang investigator who had testified at his trial. He put her photo up on Twitter and said, worst witness ever or something. And she's testifying in another gang case now. This is what she does. Dummy. On October 31st, 2024, Jeffrey Williams was sentenced to probation, blah, 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 escalating threats and witness intimidation. Investigator Marissa Vivaretto is currently testifying in a multi-defendant gang murder prelim hearing, set to reconvene on Monday, April 7th. During this hearing, the court explicitly ordered the witness not be shown on television. Despite this order, a known blogger deliberately violated the court's directive by posting on social media. She doesn't want to be shown on screen, ? Well, here she is, along with the photograph. On Tuesday, April 1st, Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, amplified this act by reposting the image with the caption, Marissa Vivaretto is the biggest liar in the DA's office. The post quickly went viral, amassing over 2 million views with thousands of comments and retweets, many of which included direct threats to investigator Vivaretto and her family. As a direct consequence of these social media posts, Vivaretto's home address and parents' home address were publicly posted. One post stated, if the hate is really real, then pull up at her mama crib, alongside a photograph of her mother's residence. And hours later, an additional post emerged threatening to assassinate District Attorney Fani Willis. Okay, a little extra piece of information. So I just found this photographs of Vivaretto, and I putting them in here. This is the woman that did the famous YSL Woody interrogation. She was the big-boned young lady in the famous YSL Woody 3-hour snitchathon. She's also on different websites with her name. So the idea that, like, her face is hidden, she's not undercover. So maybe Thug definitely shouldn't be posting, talking bad about her, but the idea that he's the one that put her in danger, like, I don't know. She's publicly known who she is. Like, all type of footage of her and her photo on the website exists. So, Thug should take this as they do want to put him back in, but I don't think this rises to what they should be putting him back in for, but we will see. Oh, remember to subscribe, because I'm hitting you with good stuff back to back to back to back to back to back. Hit that subscribe. This is not an isolated incident. It is part of a calculated campaign of intimidation, harassment, and misinformation designed to undermine the legal process. Social media has been used as a tool to manipulate public perception, spread information, and instill fear. Sounds like the Big U indictment. These efforts have also included attempts to exploit the court's perceived stance of disdain toward the state by referring to Your Honor as YSL Whitaker. The ongoing manipulation of public perception through social media is intended to obstruct justice, silence witnesses, and threaten those who enforce the law. Defendants continued associating with individuals actively involved in witness intimidation, threats of violence, and obstruction of justice constitutes a clear violation of probation. Now remember, Thug has he's got like a 15-year back. Like, they could put him in prison for a long time. Now, he has, what does he have, 2.5 years served or something? And, boy, the guy, Gotti and the other one who continued on, they beat the case totally. I mean, Thug was smart to take it, but not if you're going to do stuff like this. What is he thinking about? There's like, where is Kevin Liles and Leor Cohen to, like, control his behavior? This is crazy. Need for revocation, integrity of this court, and safety of those involved. State of Georgia respectfully requests this court schedule a hearing to address immediately, revoke or modify the defendant's probation. Respectfully submitted, Fani T. Willis. She just submitted this this afternoon. Damn, Exhibit A. Damn, they got a printout. Damn. So in the exhibits, well, you'll be seeing it on the thing here. Young Thug, biggest liar. And damn. They got printouts of his Twitter, Thugger Daily. Is that his Instagram? Or is that Twitter? What is that? Twitter. They got printouts. Damn. Yeah. If they got printouts of particular comments. If the hate is really real, then pull up to her mama crib. Photograph of the mother's house. Man, y'all are crazy. But I understand, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could be done to the mind of people. I understand all that. This is Thug. And I promise you, I am 100% changing that. It's just I'm older. I'm grown now, and it's just like I am smarter. It's more things to rap about. I have experienced a lot of good things. The court, well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up and living in and around that, you know that gangs are damaging to our community. It may be a whole lot of rap music in the rap industry, a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling. But whether it's fake or not, you have tremendous, damn. The motion alleges that Williams continued associating with individuals actively involved in witness intimidation, threats of violence, and obstruction of justice constitutes a clear violation of probation conditions. Williams' attorney, Brian Steele, told Wynn that it is never appropriate to be engaged in any type of witness intimidation. It is never appropriate to threaten to murder another person. The prosecution's motion to revoke Jeffrey's probation should not be well received and should be swiftly rejected. It is irresponsible to file a motion of this sort when Jeffrey has done absolutely nothing wrong, Steele said. Last year, Willis suggested Channel 2 Action News there is room for accountability in Young Thug's complicated sentence, involving 5 years commuted to time served, followed by 15 years probation, to be followed by a backloaded 20-year prison term, which would also be commuted to time served if he successfully completes the probation, which is loaded with lots of special conditions. Boy, he took a rough plea, but when you're facing murder. So 5 years. So he got 5 years. So he had 15 years of probation, but there's a potential 20-year prison term. Okay, so he got 5 years, which was commuted to time served, but there's another possible 20 years if he doesn't complete the 15-year probation. Damn. This was the longest criminal trial in Georgia history. It took 10 months alone to select a jury. Well, in retrospect, probation is okay if you're. I mean, I didn't have a problem on probation, but I didn't like smoking weed. I ain't have no money, so I was working and going to school. Basically, don't get in any trouble with the law. Why is he sitting? That was stupid for him to repost. Why is he messing with them people? Why would you not want to just forget all those cops and all those people that had anything to do with it and just move on? He wants to repost. Man, there must not be anyone around him with any sense. Or he could just be stupid. I mean, the more you look at a lot of these indictments, especially with these rappers, you try to find a nice way, to talk about it, but just stupid. Now, will he get violated and sent to prison for this? I doubt it. But they might, just to shake him up, I mean, they might stick him in for 30 or 60 days. Where is his new music? Like, what has he been doing? He's got to get over it. I mean, even if he feels that, that case was bull, which maybe it was, he's got to get over it and move on. He really does. So hopefully they give him a slap on the wrist, maybe a little 30 days or something, and reinstate the probation. Usually they do that. I mean, shit, people catch new cases on probation and don't get violated. So but the fact that he's already going up for a revocation this early is not good. So that's what's going on. We're going to see. Chief Fannie Willis filed it today, and I think so Marissa Viverito's, her thing is going to go on April 7th. See, the thing is, when you're on probation, they can take you into custody anytime. They can come over his house right now, look through his house. He better not have no weed or guns or other drugs. They can just take him into custody. They could take him into custody tomorrow and say, well, you just have to sit in custody until you see the judge next week. I wonder where he's at, because he's not supposed to be in Atlanta. That's another thing. Supposedly he's in California. State of Georgia respectfully requests this court schedule a hearing to address immediately. See, the thing with this is bad, though, because it's putting that woman at risk. When you have people posting the gang investigator's mother's house and saying this is their house, pull up. I mean, now that's not Thug doing that, but his actions caused it. 2 million retweets or 2 million views. Not good. So he's getting in trouble. He's only been out it hasn't even been 6 months. Damn, Thug. All right, so that's the update. Young Thug might be getting his probation revoked.